Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And the Clippers starting five. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for Golden State, we've got Oubre. Curry is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Green. And it's Wiseman in at the center. And here is Curry. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles.
The Warriors took a big chance on trading for Wiggins. The Wolves were so desperate to get rid of his contract, they added a top 3 protected first-round pick into the package.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And the basket by Curry.
When you combine the usage with the accuracy, hard to think of a better three-point shooter in NBA history, Steph Curry.
And it's blocked. And now here's Oubre, fast break chance. And finished off by Oubre.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
And the Warriors, in their own right, got rid of D'Angelo Russell's huge contract, but the deal was also about fit.
It was, G.A. At the time, they were looking for a small forward, and Andrew Wiggins put them in the mind of a Harrison Barnes. He's more athletic, though. And then for the Wolves, D'Angelo Russell was a guy they needed in the backcourt. Interesting to see how both these guys' career end up.
Here's Beverley, following the basket by Stephen Curry. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And so just over a minute and a half played.
He plays the game with tremendous resolve. Beverley undaunted by the D.
Here's Curry. He has 5. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about the problems Paul George can cause with his defense. Coach told me the sets we run with longer passes, those need to be adjusted. George is a ball hawk and changes how you operate on the perimeter. If there's one thing we know about PG-13 guys, is that he feasts on lazy cross-court passes. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And it's Leonard missing.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Green, no luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
It's stolen by Wiseman. And it's the Warriors on the break. To the paint. And finished off by Wiseman.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well. In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
On three-pointer, Wiggins. It's hauled in by the Clippers. It's a 7-point spread. On the wing, George. No good with the triple.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
First free throw is good.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Wanamaker. He's guarded by Williams. Now Pascal, 4 on the shot clock. Here's Wiggins. Batum grabs the miss. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And it's George missing. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And this is encouraging. Wiggins looking committed to shooting and forcing the D to compromise.
The Warriors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Right side, Williams.
Back type of series between these two teams.
And Pascal pulls it down.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
It's tipped and stolen by Williams. Here's George. Off target from the wing. And so it's the Golden State Warriors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. So, Greg, as you know, we asked Steph Curry, a great self-motivator in his own right, who holds you to the highest standard? And here's what he had to say.
Oh, my wife, for sure. No, never ever want to disappoint her. She shoots it to me straight. That's the biggest thing, whether I play well or not. I don't get too big of a head, or I don't feel too down on myself either.
Sounds like he's got a good team, both at home and right here in front of us.
Steph has already put up a Hall of Fame career, but you can tell he doesn't feel anywhere near being done.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
You've got Wiseman, Eric Pascal out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Wanamaker in at the point guard position. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Free throw, good, Oubre.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action, we'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training staff.
Here's Wiggins. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Wanamaker.
And the defense by Lou, using his experience and quickness to get in good position.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Wiggins has got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
Down low, here's Leonard. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA, just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. And that one misses. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Williams passes to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And a deep 3 from Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
What can you say? If you start hitting them from that range, there's nothing you can do.
And it's Leonard missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Oubre can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 12. Leonard draws the double. The pass to Kennard. Oh, Leonard in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
Wiseman dishes to Curry. Golden State moving it around. And finished off by Wiseman.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Leonard. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Wiggins. Wiseman the pass to Wiggins. Oubre with it. Williams picks him up. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And some changes here for the Warriors. Green comes in for Wiseman. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Andrew Wiggins. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Green against Zubac. Williams scanning the floor. Leonard finds Williams. The shot by George, wide open. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. George has got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers. Pass to Bazemore. Drills it from outside. Bazemore's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Outside Leonard. Leonard draws the double, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. "17 seconds left in the first half of the game. Back to Williams. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Batum wide open. He fired. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's the Golden State Warriors up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Andrew, the energy and effort were apparent throughout that first half. How were you able to do it?
We had a good practice, working hard, really putting things together. Keep doing it and come out with a W.
Hey, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Back to
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. It was all about Golden State as the game got going. Tenacious on both ends of the floor, they took command early with a 13-2 run. And Kenny, Steph Curry, the son of two tremendous athletes who really set a high standard.
Steph wears his father's jersey. You know that, right?
Yeah, number 30.
Yep, you know us for number 30.
Kenny gets it.
Oh, you're good, man. But they'll hit over 40%. That guy was a shooter as well. 40% of his threes for over 16 years.
And Steph's mom was a great volleyball player. Word is she finds him every time he goes over a certain amount of turnovers in the game. Wow. That's a different type of pressure.
Yeah. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Baca is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2 spot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Oubre can't get it to go.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Here's Beverley. That one good for 2. Beverley's got his second bucket.
Just 6'1", but not many players more physical than Patrick Beverley.
Here's Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Curry's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
And you just got to love Steph's passion for the game. Even his pregame workout has drawn attention.
G.A., let me give you this little story. One time in high school, he got so pumped before a game, he actually hurt himself. He jumped up, hit his forehead, and had to get stitches. The man just loves to play, and he loves this game.
The free throw drops from Ibaka.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Here's Wiggins. He gets that one. Wiggins has got 10 points.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only one miss in 5 attempts.
Pass to Leonard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to Beverley. side for George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David.
Good luck containing Paul George on the drive. He's one of the more fluid wings in the league. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Good on both. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Kennard's shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
It's good. Toscano's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And there's the pass to Kennard. And Batum kicks to Kennard. Here's Toscano. And Curry has it in the corner. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Beverly dishes to George. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
Here's Curry, and it's Golden State with another.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Right back after this break. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Warriors leading by 19. Green down low with Looney. Then it's Curry. Then it's Eric Pascal. And it's Poole in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. Clippers trail by 21. Now here's Jackson. Now the feed to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Poole the pass to Curry. Unloads from 13. That one drops for him. Curry's got 24 points.
There have been a number of heat checks here for Curry, but he keeps on rolling.
Jackson kicks to George. Just over a minute played here in the fourth, and it's good. 2 points.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Pass to Pascal. Golden State moving it around. Green the pass to Poole. Poke loose, taken away by Williams. And now here comes Williams leading the break. And here's George for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists tonight. Warriors leading by 18. Pass to Looney. To the wing on the left. Pascal, the pass to Poole. Good work there as it goes.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
George against Pascal. And good that time.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
They double team Curry. Passes it to Poole. Five to shoot. Here's Looney, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Looney's got his first bucket of the night.
Terrific work inside from Looney. He continues to get more comfortable down there.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Steph Curry.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Curry against Beverly. Outside Leonard. 5 on the clock. The offensive rebound. Zubac. And that one good.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
1:43 left to play here in the fourth. A shot by Curry, no good.
You expect him to make that.
Look out, here he comes.
That was amazing, and look at the elevation. Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steph Curry.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Wanamaker. Patterson with it. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And Beverly kicks to Jackson. Here's Mann. Here's Cavangeli. Toscano with the rebound. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for Golden State. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Goes up to the stripe. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Mann passes to Jackson. To the middle. And it's Looney with the rebound. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us. See you next time.